Hey guys, welcome back to Rainbow Ink. It is another Disney Bound Friday. And today's character that I will be Disney Bounding as today is Judge Claude Frollo. I probably did not say that right. From Hunchback of Notre Dame. He's the big bad guy in that film. So yeah, we do have a full outfit today. Anything I was using passing bounds of the car up there also in extra cool. I think it's only one item. So there's that, and it's a lot of black and it's hot out. That's fun. Anyways, let's do what we always do, work our way up starting with shoes. And for shoes, I just have a pair of black flats here because his shoes are black. So not much of a big revelation of it all. So yeah, I believe this is the only item that was last used, which last time these were used was in the Shang-Li Disney Bound up there, also in description. There's that. And then for, I'm just gonna say his robe, I have a black dress here per se. It almost looks robe-esque like here, especially like with the little pattern on it with its lines going down. And yeah, I think this would work out since it's all one piece with his robes and stuff. If you do this Disney Bound, it's your call if you want to use a dress or if you want to use a skirt-shirt combo. That's your decision for this one. I just used a dress because I wanted something different than just that skirt-shirt combo like I kind of used in the redo of Ursula. There's that, and isn't it, of course, Naked's Disney Bound debut. And truthfully and honestly, that's the only clothing item I have. The shoes and the dress are the only quote-unquote clothing. The rest are accessories. I think this might be the one where it has the most accessories but the less amount of clothing one. It's not the one with the most items, but you get my point. So for the accessories, I'm gonna work my way down since we went up with the shoes and the dress. So we're gonna work my way up starting with what's gonna go on my head. And for my head, I have this black hat because he has like a black hat. Except I know this is like a derby hat. This is the best I could come up with and do. And I also know there's like purple in this hat and a little bit red. I'm using the purple in a different way, and there's other accessories we'll get to here in a minute. But anyways, this is gonna go on my head. I'm gonna take my hair out of my clip and probably flatten out my ponytail as well. So there's that, and it's making its Disney Bound debut. And then, like I said, for the purple, I know it's on my hat, and there's a little one on his robes as well. So to remedy that, I have this purple necklace here. It's gonna go around my neck because there's a little purple he has up here, and I know like in his sleeves and stuff too. But this is gonna rep his purple collar that he has like underneath his robe. So hopefully it doesn't hang too low or hang too high. It hangs just right, the Goldilocks metric. So there's that, and of course, it's making its debut as well. And then, okay, so for context for these next three items, quote-unquote items, I'm kind of putting them all together in one slot. But he wears three different rings. Two on his right, one on his left for this as well. So, and I also think this is the first time rings are involved. Accessory-wise for Disney Bounds, I might be wrong. Tell me in the comments below, or editing me. So anyways, starting right to left, for the first ring here, I have a blue gemmed ring here. It's gonna go on my right hand on the pointer finger. Gonna go on my pointer finger. And then next up on that same hand, I have a red gem ring here that's going to go on my actual ring finger here on my right hand. And then on my left hand, and then for the left hand, we have a green ring here that's going to go on my right pointer finger like so, because those are the positions of the rings that he has on him. And I 110% forgot he had rings to begin with when putting everything together, so I had to get these rings in. And of course, all those rings are making their Disney Bound debut. Like I said, I think this is the first time I'm using rings for a Disney Bound, so that's fun. Yeah, like I said, for my hair, I'm going to take it out of my clip, probably flatten out my ponytail so it looks better with the hat, per se, or just stick it in the hat. I know there's a little red on his hat. I didn't go that route because I knew I was going to have red rings and purple with the necklace, and yeah. If you do this Disney Bound, it's your decision on what you want to use, and of course, do for this, like for the dress, like I said earlier. It could be a dress, it could be a skirt-shirt combo, pants-shirt combo, whatever you desire. And again, like with the red, where you want to include it, and purple and stuff like that. So yeah, this is what I have. Let's see how it all looks together. Alright, here I am as Judge Claude Frollo, our bad guy from Hunchback of Notre Dame. So, right off the bat with this outfit, I am getting like major like mob vibes because of the rings, especially like this chunky one. And then like the rest are like 90s funeral goth aesthetic? I don't know. / New Orleans? I don't know why, but I just feel that way. Anyways, all in all, do I think this is bad Disney Bound? I don't know if somebody would know who I'm Disney bowing as or what, but at least the dress somewhat looks cute, and the little bit with the hat, I don't look entirely stupid with it, and I look a little stupid with the rings and stuff like that. It feels like it's a mash of a lot of things for this character, but that's besides the point. Anyways, time for the shoes. Alright, here are the shoes. Please mind my socks. But anyways, they're just plain black flats here, so yeah. Shoes. And then we have the dress here. Like I said, it reminds me of like a funeral aesthetic dress that like someone would wear to a funeral. But it also gives like that robe like aesthetic because of how it's like laid and like the pattern on it. It doesn't look bad. It looks kind of cute too, for a funeral sense, but that's besides the point. And then on my neck, I have the purple necklace here. Hopefully it's coming up well on camera and doesn't look black on camera. It's supposed to be purple, and because he has like that purple collar and stuff. I also know like he has purple on his sleeves and stuff like that too, but that's really besides the point what I could do. With the necklace, I feel southern because you know like pearl necklace, it's usually like cluster pearls, southern thing to look like proper or whatever. And then like I said, for each of the rings, I have them on each hands. I have 2 on my right because he has 2 on his right. The blue one on my pointer and the red one on my actual ring finger, and then the green one on my pointer finger on my left hand. Yeah, and then on my head, I have the hat here that, with the shape of it, I get 90s, 80s aesthetic from it for some reason, and it just happens. And like I said, I took my hair out of my clip, pushed my hair down to make it flattened so it wouldn't bubble up in the hat. I thought about putting it in the hat, but I said no because the hat would come off immediately. Like, it would fall off at the moment I move my head. So yeah, like I stated, do I think this is a good Disney gown? Somewhere in the middle of the road. Like, I think the dress is cute, the hat is cute, and stuff like that, per se. Like I said, it reminds me of a mixture of like funeral 90s 80s vibes with the hat and the dress. So yeah, like I say, I don't know if somebody would know who I'm Disney mounting as per se for this character. So yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below if you think this was a good Disney mount or bad Disney mount. I will pull our next character that you will hopefully get in 2 weeks from now. Let's hope. Alright, I have one. Okay, so I had to think for a moment where this was from. The character's name is the Caterpillar. I think that's from Alice in Wonderland. The caterpillar that smokes? Yeah. How am I gonna do that? You'll have to come back here hopefully in 2 weeks to see me do a Disney mount of the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. All that wonderful jazz. Last video right there, subscribe beneath me. Playlist of all the Disney mounts are right up there. I'll be in the link description below with a Disney playlist. And yeah, it's weird knowing we're going to a villain to a caterpillar that smokes. Just another day at Rainbow Ink. I'll see you guys next time here at Rainbow Ink. Bye!